In the year 1167, the city of Damascus was already old. Its walls had seen empires rise and fall. Its markets had fed armies and scholars, and its rivers had flowed long before Rome or Athens were dreams. But Damascus had something most medieval cities did not, a monument that measured time, not by the sun, not by the stars, but by mathematics, mechanics, and water. That monument was a water clock, towering, intricate, and astonishing for its age. And one man was responsible for bringing it back to life. His name was Ridwān ibn al-Saʿātī, the son of a clockmaker, and one of the finest mechanical engineers of the 12th century. Water clocks were not toys. They were machines that combined geometry, hydraulics, astronomy, and craftsmanship into a single device. They tracked hours, announced prayer times, and displayed celestial movements. They required precise control over water flow, pressure, weight, and motion. A single mistake could break the entire system. Ridwān's father built the original clock near the Great Mosque of Damascus. It became a marvel admired by travelers, scholars, and diplomats. But it was fragile. Time itself wears down machines. Decades later, when the mechanism began to fail, Ridwān stepped forward. He didn't just repair the clock, he rebuilt it, studied it, documented it, improved it. He wrote a book about it, Amal al-Sa'at wa al-Amal biha, The Construction of Clocks and How to Use Them. This wasn't a poetic description. It was an engineering manual. It explained gears, valves, levers, floats, and water channels. It described the exact materials, dimensions, and ratios needed to regulate time with liquid. It detailed how to ensure constant flow, how to control speed, and how to synchronize visual displays with invisible mechanisms. This is the moment history quietly forgets. Medieval Europe would not build public mechanical clocks until well after the 13th century. Ridwān, working centuries earlier, had already documented complex clockmaking theory in Arabic. He was part of a culture that treated time as science, not just for worship, but for astronomy, navigation, and daily life. In Islamic civilization, prayer required precise knowledge of hours and celestial movements. Astronomy required instruments. Instruments required engineering. Engineering required mathematics. Mathematics required scholars. All of these needs converged on workshops like Ridwān's. Yet Ridwān wasn't just restoring a machine. He was preserving knowledge. Damascus was a crossroads. Merchants from Venice, scholars from Cairo, travelers from Baghdad all passed through. They saw the clock. They wrote about it. They carried the story with them. They did not always carry his name. The history of science is full of such moments. Devices survive. Techniques survive. Ideas survive, but the hands that built them disappear. Ridwān's clock influenced horology, the science of measuring time across cultures. Water clocks inspired automated fountains in Andalusia, astronomical devices in Moraga, and timekeeping machines in early Europe. When mechanical clockmaking boomed in Italy and Germany 3 centuries later, the concept of public timekeeping had already existed in the East for generations. Ridwān worked at the intersection of worlds, hydraulics from the Greeks, mathematics from the Islamic Golden Age, engineering from local crafts, and astronomy from scholars. He represents a kind of genius we rarely talk about, the engineer who makes theory real. Philosophers debate the nature of time. Astronomers chart the movements of heaven. But someone must build the machine that connects the sky to the ground. Ridwān ibn al-Saʿātī built that machine for Damascus. His clock did not conquer territories. It did not spread a religion. It did not start a war. But it measured time with technology that would not reappear in Europe until centuries later. And that is the quiet power of the forgotten engineer, to change the future without writing a manifesto. Today, the original clock is gone. Damascus has been rebuilt, damaged, and rebuilt again. But Ridwān's book survives. His diagrams survive. His legacy survives in every automated timing device humanity has built since. In an age before gears-filled towers and chiming bells ruled European cities, a man in Damascus made water tell time. His world remembers walls and battles. History should also remember the clockmaker.